From the biggest parks in the Middle East to some top places to visit in Qatar, there are several options of things to do. In fact, Qatar is most popular for its culture and several sightseeing spots. The state of Qatar is a sovereign and independent state in the Middle East, occupying a peninsula that juts into the Arabian Gulf. Since its complete independence from Britain in 1971, Qatar has emerged as one of the world's most important producers of oil and gas. It's an Islamic state whose laws and customs follow the Islamic tradition. The state of Qatar is a peninsula located amid the western coast of the Arabian Gulf. The peninsula is approximately 100 kilometers across and extends 200 kilometers into the Gulf. Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to show you the top 12 most beautiful places to visit in Qatar. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Now let's get started. Number 12. Aspire Park. Aspire Park is one of the biggest parks in the Gulf area and is one of Qatar's excellent landscapes. It remains a high contrast to the typical desert landscapes you'll be used to watching in Qatar. It draws a good number of tourists daily, specifically during the weekends. You'll once and again see families strolling around or doing picnics in the lush green atmosphere of the park. Torch Tower or the Aspire Tower is another attraction of the park. It's a surprising 300-meter high edifice that served as a Leviathan torch for the 15 Asian Games and is today a lovely hotel. A tour inside is surely worth it. Number 11. Qatar Mosque. The Qatar Mosque is located in the middle of the Qatar Cultural Village site, where some of the stunningly beautiful architecture in the Middle East is just waiting to be seen. The design of the Qatar Mosque is not like the typical mosque in Qatar. The edifice is a mosaic of mainly blue tiles with a glimpse of red and yellow. You'll be blown away by the tricky designs and the equally complicated interior. Consorting the mosque are three spiked columns elevating to the sky. The contrast between these overcoming structures and the charm of the mosaic walls is really attractive. Number 10. Corniche. One of the greatest beloved sights among walkers, cyclists, and joggers, the Doha Corniche is an oceanfront promenade that revamped Doha's shoreline in the late 1970s and early 1980s. While it's a famous place for exercising in the dawn, it attracts various types of people who are seeking remarkable sights of the city's skyline. During the day, you can appreciate the unbelievable colors of Doha's bay. In the evening, you can enjoy a stunning view of a fantastic sunset, and at night, you'll be able to behold the wonderful colors of the city's lights gleaming off the tranquil water. Number 9. The Doha Desert. The Doha Desert lies in most cases intact and should be a portion of your tour to Qatar. Very little is as wonderful as miles and miles of primitive glossy sand. The charm of the desert sites will leave you feeling tiny and in awe of the immensity of this strange landscape. The sand is compact, the sand dunes are revolving, and this fantastic desert landscape can be tasted on any desert safari day. Rev your engines and stir up the dirt to experience the glamour of the desert directly. Number 8. State Grand Mosque. Grand is an appropriate narration of this mosque. The outer part is cozily frightening, with the outlook of a secure fortress, while the inner part is awesome. The domed roof is high above your head, with rock-white pillars throughout and simple candelabra hanging above you. This space itself is attractively massive, and you'll become spellbound by the architecture. At night, the mosque's outer part is specifically beautiful, and it is enlightened with purple lights. Number 7. Al Zubarah Fortress. In the center of nowhere, sand extends ahead of you for miles before this grim castle comes into sight. The fortress' charm lies in its seclusion, and you can reach it on camelback at an unhurried pace. As you stand near this castle, you will feel a sense of being attached to a sensational and potential history. To assist you to realize the history of the fortress better, Al Zubarah often holds displays of the site. This castle will have you feeling slighted. You will feel that there's something amazing about understanding your own impertinence. Number 6. Al Waqif Museum. The Al Waqif Museum is a place that has some of the greatest architecture in Qatar. The specimens in the museum are quite captivating and feature old artifacts and the niceties of the history of Qatar. In terms of the museum's charm, you'll not even feel the necessity to walk inside. Just submerged in the charm of this edifice, this ancient fortress has a supernatural quality to it that is unusually alluring. This mysterious enticement will leave you feeling bewitched and in full reverence. Number 5. Al Jassasiyah Carvings. Al Jassasiyah is one of the most crooked sites in Qatar. Its secret lies in its petroglyphs, tricky and impenetrable carvings in the stone that are unbelievably exceptional. People believed that these carvings are some sort of symbol, and they feature figures that illustrate animals, boats, and daisies. Many of the shapes and symbols are not identifiable, and their true meanings remain indistinguishable. It's believed that these symbols are hundreds of years old, making their conservation really remarkable. Number 4. The National Museum of Qatar. The National Museum of Qatar is so intricate in its design that anybody can think it's mistakenly an origami masterpiece. The white edifice has edgy and bending edges, and on an architectural level, seems nearly unattainable. The building is at present under construction and is slowly making the architect's astounding design a reality. The museum's design is stimulated by the desert rose, a natural wonder formed by crystals in particular climates. The architect believed that the desert rose to illustrate the course of time and craved to materialize this idea in the design of the edifice. Number 3. Doha Fort. This military castle is situated in the bosom of Doha and was constructed in 1927. This fort was at last altered into a museum and now has displays that feature wooden decorations, ancient fishing ingredients, oil paintings, and old photographs. The fort will make for a delightful day out if you feel interested to understand Qatar's history and the lifestyles of its inhabitants a little better. But the most magnificent element of this castle is its outer part. It's illustrious and awesome and creates a feeling of being encompassed by something absolutely powerful. This makes for completely the feeling you'll like the view of this stunningly frightening edifice. Number 2. Bars and Towers. The bars and towers feature glorious architecture, but to enjoy the total taste of their beauty, you'll have to make your way to the peak. Reaching on top, satisfying your eyes with the sights, the edifice itself is totally awesome and lovely in its own way. Don't forget to take a camera. The spot is famous for a good place for photography. Number 1. The Museum of Islamic Art. The Museum of Islamic Art is situated in the bosom of a frame of tranquil, translucent aqua. As you go forward, you will pass a bridge across the water and consider yourself being drawn in by the wonderful emergence of the museum. The white edifice has a cute boxed endings and remains alone on the water. In the sunlight, the museum seems to dazzle with glow, and its compelling atmosphere is augmented. When you walk inside, you'll be stunned by the complication of its interior, which strongly contrasts with the plainness of its exterior. Thank you guys for watching. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This is all for today. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon with another video just for you guys. Until then, take care, stay safe, and be happy.